Good Friday morning. Our weather alert coverage continues at 8:55 because this winter storm keeps getting worse as the day goes on. We'll get to road conditions around central Iowa in just a second, but meteorologist Trey Fulbright is watching the conditions. And Trey, the snow is continuing and then the winds pick up even more?
That's right, Eric. That's what we're anticipating throughout the rest of today. We're watching Skycams closely, monitoring conditions across the state. We're focused on areas to the northwest of the Des Moines metro area because that's where a pretty heavy band of snow has been setting up. Ames right now currently sitting at 16 degrees with a north wind at 23. Boone right now, this is in the middle of town. You go outside of town, your visibility is likely going to be worse than that. But that heavy band of snow has really been setting up over the western and northern parts of the Des Moines metro area. Wind gusts right now are out of the north 25 to 35 miles per hour. These are going to continue to step up throughout the remainder of today. Remember that blizzard warning goes into effect at 10 a.m. So conditions will be getting worse as the hours progress, as that low pressure continues to intensify. Our visibilities right now continue to also decrease across the state. Many locations reporting a half a mile or less. So as we get closer to that quarter of a mile range, that's when the blizzard criteria really begins to crank up. This is a look at the radar right now. We've been watching that band of very heavy snow off to the northwest. It's starting to weaken, but still some heavy snowfall rates right now from Ames back over toward Perry and Guthrie Center. A little bit lighter activity right now around the Des Moines metro area, but look at what's forming down to the south here along the Iowa-Missouri border up toward Highway 34. This is some heavier snow that will be lifting back in, helping to add on to those accumulations that we've already seen. We'll watch the snow bands continue to persist as we move into this afternoon. Eventually, most of this activity begins to lighten up, but even though the falling snow will end, the blowing snow will remain a threat throughout the remainder of this evening and into the overnight hours, with snow showers continuing all the way into the day on Saturday. Then the cold air settles in. We're talking temperatures that will be well below zero, 10 to 15 degrees below zero, and the wind chills much colder than that, 20 to 30 below Saturday. And then by Sunday morning, we could be looking at several locations 30 to 40 degrees below zero. So widespread travel impacts expected the next several days. Even with the snow lightening up tomorrow, blowing and drifting will be an issue. And as we look ahead to the 8-day forecast, lingering snow flurries tomorrow, then it's just windy and bitterly cold as we move into the early part of next week before a warm up by the middle of a week.
And Trey, the road conditions out there is awful. So this is a statewide view here. Blue is partially covered, pink is 100% covered, and purple is where we have travel not advised. Take this part of the state and south, there are tow bans in effect. So only a few counties up to the northwest and extreme north are you not going to have a tow ban in place. And what that means is you fall off to the side of the road. There's no guarantee first responders can get to you, get your car out of there. You might be stranded on the side of the road for a while. So let's zoom in on the Des Moines metro area. That is where we see purple, which is travel not advised, basically from the West Mixmaster and then out east pushing up toward Ankeny and the south side as well on Highway 5. And then out east through Newton, Grinnell, Victor, Montezuma, Williamsburg. Travel is not advised along 80 and some of the roads like 63 as well. And then we saw partially covered roads in Ames just a little bit ago, maybe 20 minutes ago. That has been upgraded to 100% covered. Fort Dodge, Iowa Falls, you're going to get in on the 100% covered roads here soon. So show you what that looks like out there. 235 at 2nd Avenue downtown. Eric just audibly reacted to this at the desk. So if you're going west here on 235 and you're looking to get off at 2nd Avenue, that semi-truck is jackknife and is completely blocking the exit. Saw a couple of cars slow down. Here we go. There's some cars coming this way. They're going to get to that exit, and it looks like there might be a little bit of room around that truck, but now you got cars slowing down. Here's the danger. If with reduced visibility, if you can't see that out in front of you, if you try to pump the brakes, you're going to slide, and so hopefully we don't have a chain reaction there. That truck's doing the right thing and really slowing down as they work to get around that pickup truck. So we'll say that's a partially covered exit ramp. You can still get off if you're going west there and need to exit at 2nd Avenue. But that's what you're dealing with. 3580 at Morningstar here. We had a stalled vehicle that was taking up a lane that just got cleared up, but look at the reduced visibility, and that's the danger. Let's say your car spins out, right? Fishtails, and then you're somewhat in the right lane. It is hard to see, and that's reducing the brake time for people. So they see it too late, and then you start to slide, and then hopefully you don't have a chain reaction crash like we had on I-80 out by Victor. We have another crash on I-80. This is just coming in live. We were all clear out by Victor after 4 crashes in this area early this morning, but we have a semi-truck out here. Let's see. That is going east. So this is I-80 East near Victor. This is happening in real time. This probably just popped up in the last minute or two, where a semi-truck has gone off to the side of the road. You can see police out there, another police car there, and that is probably going to result in them blocking the road, if not at least the left lane. I-80 East out near Victor. This literally just happened. As I looked at that camera 2 minutes ago, that was not the case. So that is the danger of these conditions. Travel not advised is an advisory for a reason. And Highway 30 at Boone, you can see all of this blowing snow moving across the camera as this band of snow is just smoking Boone right now. So in southeast Iowa, Highway 63 in Ottumwa, that's where you have 100% covered roads. Fort Dodge has partially covered roads, but you see that blowing snow, and they're going to get in on the 100% covered roads soon. So I want to take you to the ground where travel is not advised, like Highway 6 in Newton. This is what a snowplow is looking at. And you can see these whiteout conditions. You can't make out the road, where the lines are, anything like that. So the best case scenario here, Eric, is to stay home because travel is not advised in so many areas. It's going to get worse. And more importantly, guys like this, these snow plows, more than 600 of them from the state and others within different communities, can have the space to work the roads to try to clear this before it gets too cold, and then treating the roads gets more complicated.
Yeah, those plows are doing everything they can right now, but as soon as they get it cleared, the wind is blowing in. Our crews have been out there for 5 hours now watching what's going on all around the roads. Alyssa Gomez and Nicole Tammer bringing us different pictures from their cameras. Alyssa, where are you and what are you seeing right now?
Right now, we're just off 235, and this is a very Midwest thing to say, that it's not that cold unless the wind is blowing. Well, the wind is blowing, and it's picking up that snow. It's making it cold. And it's blowing that snow everywhere. It's causing drifts up the sides of buildings, which is causing high piles of snow. I'm gonna step out the way so we can take a look at the highway over here. Again, this is 235 behind me. Like Scott said, we've seen several accidents. We're actually not too far from 2nd Avenue, and we did hear police and first responder sirens earlier, so I'm assuming that crash is what they were responding to. But look in the distance, you can hardly see the highway signs, and now that the sun is coming up, you can hardly see the tops of the light poles out here. It is very difficult to see. There's very few cars on the highways right now, but still, if you're on there, the best advice is to get off as soon as you can, and if you're not on there, avoid it at all costs, because like Scott said, these are extremely dangerous conditions. Whether you're in a car, a pickup truck, even a semi-truck, you are not immune to the danger on these roads. It is slippery, it is icy, and it's causing very serious, dangerous conditions. I know Nicole Tam is actually on the road right now taking what's going on out there. Nicole, what are you seeing right now?
Hey, Alyssa, we went from Indianola all the way back here in the Des Moines Metro. We're now on Indianola Avenue. You can see all these vehicles in front of us as well as us on the road. We're kind of just making our own lanes because the snow has really covered up all the lanes that's marked on the roadway, but everyone is traveling at safe speeds. We're all going about 25, 30 miles an hour while these crews try to plow these streets. You see some folks out on the roadway there also shoveling their driveways and parts of the roadway. So everyone is busy kind of just dealing with this winter storm that we're seeing this morning. If you're sitting in the car and looking out, it's actually pretty nice out, just looking at the snowy day, but definitely creating those dangerous conditions for us to be driving in. So best to just enjoy the view from inside your home on the couch and enjoy the day that way. But otherwise, our commute back was pretty safe. As long as you're going slow and just paying attention closely, I think the commute was fine itself for our drive back anyway from Indianola to Des Moines. But we're getting closer to downtown Des Moines, so we'll see how roads are doing there. But overall, the roads are still mostly covered, so you definitely want to pay attention as you're headed out this Friday morning if you are headed out for any reason.